Yo, what's going on, you guys, and welcome back to my channel, Action Creature. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Exquisite Basic Muto from Hiya Toys. Um, I know it's been a little bit since my last video, but here we are again, and I'm excited to show you guys this figure. So we're going to start off with a quick look at the box. So starting off with the front of the box here, this is actually some of Hiya Toys' like coolest box art so far. Most of the stuff has been like pretty weird and generic looking, but this is actually pretty sick and really invokes 2014. So this is the front of the box. We got the side of the box has a little picture there, and the back of the box has all the legalese and stuff like that. Actual links to their social media accounts. And this side is just more of the front extended over. We got the top, just says Godzilla, and we got the bottom that just says Godzilla. But yeah, so pretty cool box, but that is not what we're here for. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the figure. So getting a nice close look here at the head of Muto. It looks really good. There's actually a decent amount of paint, more than you would get on a Monster Arts figure, I'd say. The eye looks okay. I think it could stand to be a little bit brighter. Let's take a look at the mouth here. So the mouth is... Let me adjust the camera. So the mouth is not bad. Kind of just looks like a freaking abyss with a little tongue poking out. But yeah, here's the other side of the head. And overall, I think the head sculpt is pretty good. I mean, it's definitely super movie accurate. Maybe some of the details on the teeth are a little bit soft, but the head is, pretty small. Like there's my finger tip against the head there, and you can really see the size, so can't really ask for much more there. Looking at the underside of the body, we have the egg sac here, and it would have been really nice if this was painted, because it should be like an orange, glowing orange, but unfortunately it's not painted. I'm pretty sure this is the female. Yeah, because the male has wings. So yeah, that should definitely be orange. So maybe they'll try to get us with another release with the orange belly version or something. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. But just looking at the sculpt, it's really nicely detailed. You got all these creases and stuff. It looks really good. It's definitely worth the money, for 50 bucks. Here's a look at the legs and the feet here. She's got these little nub feet. It's kind of funny. But yeah, like I was saying, just so much texture. If we really zoom in here and get a closer look at it, all that texture is just really nice. It's just amazing that this is a $50 figure, I'm so used to just getting bent over and paying Monster Arts prices for every kaiju, and Hiya Toys has really been a breath of fresh air. I know we've had this conversation before, but man, like after San Diego Comic-Con this year, all the stuff they showed, I'm like really considering selling off a lot of my Monster Arts stuff and just going with Hiya. Because man, they just do great stuff. I mean, and it's better quality than NECA. Like the sculpts are so much better, and the articulation is a lot better than NECA's stuff too. And it seems like, based off of their recent reveals, they're just only improving. And I'll try to do a news video and show off all that stuff in the future, because man, it's just too cool not to share. But anyways, yeah, just some of my thoughts just looking at this figure. It's just so nice to have a cheaper option that is, for the most part, better than the more expensive option. So yeah, what more can you say? So overall, looks and sculpt looks really good. I'm really happy with it. So let's go ahead and get into articulation. Alright, so I'm going to be honest, this figure's really awkward to articulate because there's so many legs, but I'll try to do my best here. A lot of the joints are pretty stiff too, but like always, we'll just start off with the head. So the head goes down this much and up this much. There's no tilt or anything like that. It's just down and up, and then the mouth opens. I'm really not sure if the tongue moves. It looks like maybe it does a little bit because you see it just went down there, but it's really hard to get in there. So yeah, tongue moves a little bit, mouth closes and opens that much. Yeah, and just a little wobble on the head. Alright, so for the main arms, at the shoulders, they can go out to the side that much. They will go in that much. And let's see. They go pretty much straight up. They will go down until they kind of crash into the rest of the body, but you can move stuff out of the way and they'll go back that much. So there's that. At the elbow, you have a bicep swivel that will just go all the way around. The arm bends in this much, like you see here, and goes all the way straight. Now for the next joint here, also has a swivel, and we'll go straight all the way to right there, and we'll bend in that much. And now this foot has a swivel as well, so you can spin that around, and it also is on a hinge. So let's see if I can get it to move. There we go. It's pretty tight. Goes up that much and goes back that much. But pretty much you'll just want to leave it right there. Maybe turn it a little bit for like ankle pivot, I guess. But yeah, so that is the range of motion for the first arm. It's the same on this side. So now let's try to take a look at these little baby arms. Kind of reminds me of the Queen alien. So they're on a ball joint here at the shoulder of it. So they kind of go out, they go in, and they'll move up a little bit, and they'll go back a decent amount there. No elbow joint, but there is another joint right here, and this feels like a ball joint as well, so it will just kind of spin all around. You can rotate it too if you want. You can kind of make it look like she's eating something. But yeah, so just kind of wobbles around. Good joint right there. I love ball joints. So now we have these back arms here. So at the, I guess, shoulder part, they'll go forward that much and back that much. They can rotate around like a pretty good amount, 360 right there. So yeah, they just move forward and back and forth. Then you have another joint right here. It's like trying to figure out how I can show you this. There is a joint in there, right? A disc joint, so it can go in a little bit or it can move outward like that. So it moves out to the side. See, I told you this is just really awkward. Goes out to the side, right? And you can also twist it at the joint here, as you can see. And then There's another like knuckle joint here, and this will go. I might have this backwards. Let me see. Comparing the legs, I'm trying to see if this is backwards because I would think this divot would be towards the back like this, right? So you can bend it in more. So yeah, maybe it's supposed to go like that. I don't really know. You really honestly can't tell the difference anyway, so I'll just put it back. But yeah, so just goes forward that much and back that much. If you rotate it around, it goes back a little bit more, so I guess it just kind of depends on how you want to pose it. And you can also swivel right there. And then you have another little foot joint that goes all the way up and all the way back, and it pivots right there too. You want to be careful with this because this is like a little rubber piece, and the peg in here I feel like is pretty small, and it's pretty tough to move this around. I feel like the joint is bending as I'm moving it, so definitely heat this guy up first before you start playing with it. But yeah, anyways, try to get his legs back to normal here. Hold on. There we go. So that is all the motion for this arm. And now we have the back legs. Well, actually there is a diaphragm joint here. Can't really see it from the front, but yeah, you can rotate actually a good amount. Really good. You can probably get 360 with that. So got good rotation. Sorry, let me get these legs out of the way so I can actually rotate it. Good rotation here. Not really any crunch forward or back. You're just mainly going to get that with the head and like posing the legs in a certain way to make it look like it's crunching. So just a swivel here. And then we have the back legs. So legs will go back that much, forward that much. Then you have the knee joint here. That will go, that one's pretty stuck. We'll do this one here. So this one will go in that much, right? And then it straightens out that much. So yeah, you just want to be careful. The joint's pretty tight when you're moving it. Just try to hold it at the base, right? And then bend. Then you have another joint here, right? Oh, and the knee swivels. There's another joint here. Bends in that much, straightens out that much, and you can swivel here as well. And then you got same disc joint going on here at the feet. Bend forward that much and go back that much, and they swivel. So yes, that is the articulation on the female Muto here. It is quite ridiculous and very finicky with all the legs, but it works, you know, it works. So there's really nothing to complain about. You get them in a nice pose, or her in a nice pose, right? And then you're good to go. And it just will look great on your shelf. We finally have a Muto figure for our Monsterverse displays, and that just makes me very happy. So finally we will go into size comparisons, but like I said, overall the joints and everything a bit stiff, a little finicky. There's just so much going on, so take your time and you'll have fun with this figure. You can definitely do a bunch of poses and stuff with all the joints and the legs and everything. It's just a lot. A little bit finicky, but once you get into a good pose, you're good to go. So let's get into size comparisons. All right, guys, so up first here we have the Skull Island Kong. I haven't reviewed this guy yet, but he is a pretty awesome figure. I really enjoy him, and he's able to pose a little bit better than Hiya's previous Kong. Like I said, they're just always improving, and I'm here for it. So here is Muto with Kong, and they're definitely out of scale, you know, because this Kong is supposed to be pretty small, like the size of Suko, allegedly. But here they are nonetheless. It's a good looking Kong either way. You could even use this as a Godzilla versus King Kong Kong if you wanted to. So yeah, here they are together. And up next here we'll bring out the 2019 Godzilla. And this is actually pretty cool looking right here. These two look good together. Godzilla's a lot bigger than the Muto. So I'm curious to see how big they make their 2014 Godzilla. I really cannot wait for that figure. I'm really excited for that one. But yeah, here is Muto with Godzilla. And they're standing, you know, right next to each other here. And then lastly, I will compare it to the little Bandai Godzilla that we got recently. So here they are together, and I think they scale pretty well together, actually. You know, so if you need a Muto to fight your 2004 Godzilla, this is a good pairing here. But yeah. So you guys, that is it for this review. Overall, I think for 50 bucks, it's definitely worth it. It's a great figure, so much articulation packed into it, and you know, it's our only articulated Muto figure, so definitely get a hold of this while you can, while it's still in stock. I'm not sure if they'll be doing repaints of this one, so yeah, I would definitely pick this up if you can. Overall, great figure. I really enjoy it, so I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, see ya.